guys, I'm Janet, on occasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer Battle Replay. So, this is actually a new patch. This is actually in the beta. This is one that reset the leaderboards, which is very cool. I'm really glad they did that. It's about time, because they fixed the whole exploit thing. People can Alt-Tab, they now lose 5% of their rating if they do that. So that's pretty cool. So you can see, I'm the Dwarves, pretty typical build of mine, except I have changed it up a little bit in the back line. So I've got cannons instead here, and actually this isn't typical at all. So I've got Dwarf with great weapons. I've got 1 unit of Iron Breakers, and yeah, so I've got my 3 Rune, Rune Lord and 2 Runesmiths that I normally bring, Dragonback Slayers, yada yada. But so I've got 2 cannons as well, and yeah, so I'm against Bretonnia, and so this is quite interesting. So I couldn't see any of his units over here when I started, but I immediately saw these 3 mounted Yeoman Archers, and over here I could see that there were 2 Questing Knights. These guys didn't join for ages, but yeah, it's all Knights. Right, so they got Questing Knights there, Knights Errant, Grail Guardians, more Knights Errant, and they got the Fey Enchantress on a, I'm assuming on a Unicorn? Yeah, on a Unicorn. So, all cavalry. It's literally all cavalry. So, kind of terrifying. Be kind of nice if Dwarves had some spears, but they don't. So anyway, I'll speed it up. So, I try to get 1 cannon shooting over here. Yeah, I'm going to speed it up a bit, because this is actually a long game. So I get the other cannon, I move over so it can shoot at these when, when they emerge again, because I couldn't see them for a little while again. So kind of tough though. This terrain, actually very good for cavalry to sneak up on people, because I mean, you can see that, just they have so much cover, so that's really cool. So so kind of annoying, these guys started throwing some arrows into my cannons, which is very irritating. So I started getting some runes on them, started shooting them with my cannons, managed to get my Rune Lord into one while he started moving the rest of his forces. It was all a bit ridiculous. So all very annoying. So I started trying to shoot at these guys. I got my cannon also shooting at these guys, because the Knights Errant I couldn't see at all. I had to get rid of these as quickly as possible so I could keep my other cannon alive. But yeah, cannons usually quite good in an not an empire, in a Bretonnia matchup, because if they do the usual thing of having sort of a normal force of sort of peasants and things in the front, and then a bit of cavalry on the sides, just a couple shots into some Grail Knights, and they've lost so many units. It's fantastic. And obviously you can't heal up a unit if they're completely dead. So here, comes in with his Questing Knights, just into 1 force, so I sort of throw down there a bit. Start pushing up my Dragonback Slayers to deal with the other Questing Knights. Use a rune, try and keep people in the fight a bit longer, but these guys have hit very hard into these Dwarf Warriors. So that's unfortunate. Also, one of my cannons has gone. This cannon started wandering off over there because of this hill, so it was actually trying to move here to shoot down, which is so annoying. So that was very irritating. So anyway, so here, charging in more with all their Knights Errant, and I think they're Grail Knights in there as well. Yep, they're Grail Guardians, which are much better in sustained combat than Grail Knights. So that's pretty cool. So, here I was already thinking I'm going to lose. He's a pretty terrifying force, to be honest. So yeah, he comes in for my other cannons. I think at the moment here I was trying to micro some runes and things, get some Rune of Wrath and Ruin going. But with the Fey Enchantress, Law of Life, they can keep these guys fighting for a long time. You've actually got to kill models, but Rune of Wrath and Ruin does help negate that healing on some of the tougher units. So it means when you do land hits on them, you can hopefully kill more models. But yeah, it's pretty terrifying. So here with them running, I decided I need to just sort of Death Star this. So I started getting everyone together. The cannons don't care; they can get lost. I don't want to lose the rest of my army trying to protect them. So I collapse everybody in at this point. So more runes on this side, but there's a lot of people that are out and about. Like, look at this guy; he's screwed over there. Although I think he might have been knocked over there because of a charge. I'm not sure how much of them are over there when I look. Yeah, it's a bit thin, so I think it should be the one with the banner is over there. But still, so I try and collapse on them. Lost a lot of Questing Knights in that unit, but a lot of their guys are still very healthy. So obviously they got some Yeoman Archers, finish off my cannons. Thorgrim's getting a little lot, not Thorgrim. I see the I see the plinth and think Thorgrim, but no, the Rune Lord. He's getting a bit lost. So come on, man, come on, catch up, because that's not good. So anyway, I'm trying to put as much damage into these Grail Guardians as possible. They're a bit surrounded, which is great. That's exactly what I want, because I don't want these guys escaping. I want to be able to shut them down nice and early. But I've got no runes going at the moment, which is a bit irritating. So yeah, there I go with my cannons. Yep, stupid Yeoman Archers, so annoying. I'm seeing them a lot against Dwarves actually, because they can just keep their distance, and they're not as valuable as like other cavalry. People don't tend to single them out for killing, so they get to use all of their ammo So although they don't do much damage, if they're allowed to use every single arrow, it really does add up for very cheap actually. So it's quite an interesting pick. So yeah, I might have to try that at some point. So yeah, you can see Grail Guardians still going down. So yeah, I think that was a bit of a mistake there. Used that AoE. I think that was what was it? It was the Awakening of the Wood. So yeah, it slows my guys down, but frankly I don't need the mobility, and that didn't do much damage. So I think that was probably just a bit of a waste of Winds of Magic at that point. But, you know, it's worth trying. But yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage to dwarves because they've got the good magic resistance as standard, and that's not the most damaging spell. It's really that slow that you want to use it for. Stop people escaping, but you know, I'm not going to escape, am I? I'm completely surrounded. So yeah, I'm not sure that was worthwhile, but still. So you can see now, questing knights again, looking a bit damaged. You know, they're slowly being whittled down. But then look at my guys, like I've lost so many people. So this is a bit dangerous. So yeah, coming in for another charge, the Grail Knights. So they just keep coming in. I'm completely surrounded. I bring in some more dwarf warriors. They'd run off over there. They'll be back. They'll be back. So it starts charging in with his mounted yeoman archers as well. Yeah, I think he's just trying to finish it nice and quick. But Knights Errant, they're running. That's good. That's good. That's the first thing I've broken by the looks of it. And these questing knights are soon to follow. So that's good news. So yeah, constantly putting down runes. I couldn't keep track of them, honestly. But you know, I got the Master Rune negation, so it's 44% damage negation, which is just amazing. Really helps. So yeah, Wrath and Ruin. Trying to aim for their Grail Knight as much as possible. With the runes of Wrath and Ruin, because they're the most expensive, so you know I'm going to get the most value out of those runes if I use it on them. So that's good news. Occasionally I think I do use them to finish off like sort of more knackered ones though, knowing that it'll just make the models topple because they don't have the health. But still, generally try and get them on their elite units. I think at one point I did actually put a rune of Wrath and Ruin on their Fey Enchantress by accident, which was a massive waste. But yeah, so still just massive blob. You can see they're really starting to suffer. But then I don't have many men left. Do not have many left. So yeah, it's anyone's game at this point. See, I know this isn't the most interesting thing to see, but you know, at this point of the battle, but you know, an all cavalry Bretonnia army is just so cool. You know, you just don't see that. They always bring some peasants to try and pin people in place, but no, this guy just came in with full cavalry. I think it's really incredible. I thought it was really cool, and I mean, look at this. I'm just getting charged again and again and again, every angle. It's absolutely terrifying. Obviously, the Grail Guardians, because they're really good at sustained combat, he doesn't have to be cycle charging them. They can just sit there and pin people in place and just keep doing damage, because they're really good at that. Although they do have magical attacks, so some of that is negated by the dwarves' magic resistance, which is pretty cool. So that's a nice little bonus for me. You know, they don't get the full worth out of the Grail Guardians, but still, they're lethal. So yeah, Fey Enchantress blasting people. I love that ability, so cool. I wish they'd given stuff like that to the some of the wizards, but no, like the Bright Wizard, he'll just try and sword people. He won't throw fireballs at them. It's a real shame. So here, let's see, I have I think 5 units left. So Slayers in here. I've got some Iron Breakers, still 37. Pretty sure I got some. No, I think they finished off the Slayers. Okay, now the Grumbling Guard have broken. What's that one? That's the Runesmith again. So yeah, okay, Grumbling Guard. Oh no, they're back. Weirdly, they're over here, most of them, which is very strange. But yeah, one got stuck in here apparently. But yeah, so yeah, Questing Knights almost gone again. Grail Guardian super damage, really close to their healing cap, which is fantastic. Because, you know, if I can stop them getting any more healing, that's great. But I mean, it just shows how much damage I've done to all of these, that they're all so close to their healing cap. Like, all of them are. God, look at that. Oh, except them actually, those Questing Knights. They don't have many models, but yeah, they're not as close. So here they start posturing up again, pretty terrifying. So try and get everyone in the middle. So yeah, a bit terrifying. Grumbling Guard, I'm pretty sure some of them are still over there. Yeah, I keep trying to drag them back this way. But yeah, still a lot of cavalry left. I mean, this is pretty formidable when you look around. And I've only got 3 guys left. So, absolutely terrifying. Oof. So yeah, coming in for another charge. So yeah, get a rune on the Questing Knights, because they got the armor piercing, so I want to get the rune on them nice and early. So that's the Master Rune, so they're just going to melt, which is fantastic. Also get the a normal rune on one of these others, I think. Yeah, on these Knights Errant, unfortunately. I think I was aiming for the better ones, but it's quite hard to target them sometimes. There's such a mess of flags. But yeah, pretty good. Fey Enchantress still really healthy, so that's a bit of a danger. And I think that's my Iron Breaker's broken. Yep, even with the plus 60 armor from the Master with Oath and Steel, it's very terrifying. So, but yeah, they're running. But then, well, they got 7 guys left. So, but you know, Knights Errant, they've just broken again. Yeah, still fighting. But what are they on the way of questing knights? Do they have any left? Yeah, they got some. Yeah, they got some questing knights, but barely any. So yeah, Ironbreaker's got wiped out there. But yeah, right now they don't really have anything in the way of serious armor piercing. I don't think. 'Cause, I mean, Grail Guardians. I mean, they've got weapon strength of 33, but you can see there's no inherent like armor piercing. But they do have the magic attacks. So I think that negates armor, but then I have magic resistance, right? Is that how that works? So not necessarily the best. But yeah, so absolute brawl in here. So I'm actually going to speed it up to save you guys the hassle. Because yeah, as you can see on the clock, still another minute and a half left. But you know, slowly they're running away, and some of them are now not coming back. So getting weaker and weaker. Here though, he decides to throw in the last of his stuff. And yeah, that means the Fey Enchantress. And all he's got is these 6 Grail Guardians or whatever it is. And yeah, there you go. So I managed to finish him off. And that was just down to 3 guys at the end there. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely terrifying. Just all of my great weapons just did nothing. They just got completely surrounded and trounced. These guys are not good at being surrounded. They just didn't have the resistance. So absolutely insane. My cannons did almost nothing. Slayers did pretty good. 61 kills on just elite cav. That's really good. If I brought more Slayers, I probably would have had that had it in the bag. But I mean, look at that. Look how much damage they all took. If they'd managed to just single out one of these and kill him, then yeah, they probably could have won. It just so happened they kept all 3 of these guys alive till the end. So that's so jammy. But yeah, insane match. I thought it was so cool to see all cav. Obviously it does just turn into a big blob, which isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but throughout the whole thing it was so tense, because I had no idea what was going to happen. I was expecting my guys to break straight away, being surrounded like that by, all this elite cav. So it was really fun. I thought it was really cool to see this in action, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So if you liked it, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.